If you do not currently run a growing business or have some serious secondary income, you are absolutely going to go broke. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Mike Sieben. I am a seven-figure Amazon wholesale seller. I am also a coach to hundreds of students that I teach to start, grow, and scale Amazon wholesale businesses. In today's video, I'm gonna talk to you about why it is essential in 2022 to own your own business or have some serious secondary income on top of your full-time job, and why if you don't, you could actually be going in the negatives year over year. Let's get into it. Welcome back, guys. Yes, in today's video, we're going to be talking why you need to start your very own business. And I'm also going to talk about ways that you can ultimately get involved and start your own business with very little risk and very little capital to do so. All right, so you might ask, what the heck are you talking about? Why would it be essential for me to start my own business? Maybe you've never run a business before. Maybe it's something you have or have not considered. Either way, I'm here to share with you the different reasons why it might be time to start thinking about a side hustle, getting a second job, or bringing in additional income, and why if you don't, your quality of life and your standard of living is actually going to decrease over time. So I want to share some statistics with you that I pulled to help paint a bit of a picture. So this graph that you're seeing on the screen right now is a statistic that shows the overall inflation percentage on the trailing 12 months. As you can see, as we're sitting here in March 2022, we're at about 8.5% inflation over the past month. So this graph shows all of the different items in the categories that you're seeing here on the screen. This graph right here is adjusted for just gasoline, right? As we know, we're in a bit of an energy crisis. Gasoline is almost at a 50% increase or 50% inflation right now in 2022 over the last 12 months. Another picture, this is new cars, new vehicles, right? Over 10 pushing on 12% increase in new vehicle prices over the last 12 months. So what does this mean for you? What does this mean at the end of the day? This means that the same amount of money actually buys us much less than it did just 1 or 2 years ago. So as a result, if you are in a 9-to-5 job and making the same or a very similar income month over month, year over year, that money is actually going not nearly as far as it used to just years before. Let's take another graphic here, for example, for a statistic. And so the BLS actually reported that in a 12-month period between September 2020 and September 2021, the salary and wage increases for people across North America were at the following rates. So civilian workers, 4.2%, private industry, 4.6%, and state and local government workers, only a 2.4% increase to their average wages, right? So when you're combating that with an 8.5, a 12, a 50% increase in all of these areas and all of these things that we ultimately have to use our salaries to pay for, you can quickly see that these small, very nominal increases in our salaries won't nearly be enough to cover the rising costs of all the different items in our lives. So at the end of the day, what is the solution? How can we get out of this rat race? How can we ensure that we're able to keep the same standard of living or increase that over time to hedge inflation and ultimately come out ahead? Well, the very simple solution would obviously be get a second job, right? Get a second job to bring more income in, to have more money at the end of the day, to continue to buy the same or more things, right? The problem with that is getting a second job. Not only are you spending much more time away from important things like family, friends, the hobbies that you have, you're also stuck in a very similar thing. Just because now you make a little bit more money and are increasing your quality of life or the things you can buy, that inflation, that second job is still going to get eroded away by inflation. That's not a sustainable growth pattern, right? You're not enabling yourself to have an income that grows greater than what inflation does. And so ultimately, what is the real solution? The real solution at the end of the day is to start a business, right? And you might be saying, well, that's very daunting. I've never ran a business before. I don't want to necessarily be a business owner, manage employees, all of those types of things, right? End of the day, with an online revolution that has happened over the past 20 to 30 years, there are so many ways to make income online semi-passively to a point where you can still enjoy time with friends, family, still have a social life, and fulfill all of your other duties and obligations. And one of those businesses, and if you're familiar with the channel or me myself, is an Amazon wholesale business. So I want to share another statistic, and this was put together by Jungle Scout, which is one of the predominant software companies in the Amazon space. And so here's a graphic that shows valuable e-commerce intelligence and insights into the growing Amazon seller landscape. So here's a couple of statistics that were within their findings, right? They do a report every single year. So 45% of sellers reported their profits increased from 2020 to 2021, right? So Amazon sellers' businesses are ultimately growing, and there's no real cap on growth within owning your own business, and especially when you're getting involved on such a predominant platform like Amazon. Our business, for example, grows anywhere from about 2 to 3 times every single year. And yes, we're not a billion-dollar corporation, and we're at the point where we're making millions, not tens of millions. So it is achievable for us to 1.5 to 2.5x our business every single year with a platform like Amazon. And so if you compare at an average of doubling our business every single year, if we make $300,000 in profit, next year we're projecting to make about $600,000 in profit. 200% is much, much greater than the 4.2, 2.4 percentage increases that you can expect with your average 9-to-5 job. The other stat says that 95% of Amazon sellers plan to expand their businesses in 2022. So nearly everybody that they talk to wants to forge ahead, wants to continue to grow that business. And why is that? Part of it is because inflation. Your money year over year does not buy you what it did last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, certainly not even close to 5-10 years ago. And so as a result, the only true way to get ahead, the only true way is to either join and get a job and move up the corporate ladder very, very quickly, which has very low odds of actually happening and will probably take a lot more time, effort, and dedication. The second way is going to be starting your own business, right? And an Amazon wholesale business is a tried and true method, something I've been doing for over 3 years, and I am able to anywhere between 1.5 to 2.5x my business year over year over year without fail. So that is for the most part what I wanted to share with you guys today, because I do truly care about my audience. I do truly care about what you guys are going through and the systemic epidemic that we are about to go through with the crazy amounts of inflation because of things like COVID, because of things like shutdowns, because of all of these external factors that we have no real control over. The only way that we can combat that and fight that is to ultimately bring more income into our households to maintain and even exceed the quality of life that we enjoy today. If you guys are with me, if you guys want to get aboard the Amazon train, this sounds like something of interest to you, please hit the link down below. Sign up for the free guide that I've put together. This is a step that can get you started into launching your very first Amazon business, as well as join the community down below. I have a Facebook, completely free Facebook community that you can join to get more information on how you can get involved and network with other like-minded individuals who are also looking to launch their own businesses. So if this does sound of interest, again, head down to the description below, click those links, get signed up, join the group, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the inside. Other than that, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end of the video. If you guys do enjoy my content, please consider smashing that like button. As well, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel to get access to more amazing videos like this about business growth and mindset. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you in some way down the line. So thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.